call that God put in your heart to actually execute, to reach people, to serve people. Would you love to be able to do that from a place of peace, from a place of shalom? Well, if we haven't met today, I want to welcome you officially to the live stream. Many of you know my name's Ann McDonald. Today we have a special, fabulous guest. His name is Michael Price. And Michael Price is going to be doing part two of an AI virtual assistant bot training. And we are so excited to welcome him to the stream. We're excited to welcome him to our mastermind group. If you want to be in the Zoom room, you know it, friends, you've got to be in the actual mastermind. So I just invite you, if you want more information on that, go ahead and reach out to me personally. It's really me. So without further ado, I want to turn the microphone over today to Michael Price of Priceless Solutions. He is a gentleman who's actually created a tool that I personally believe so strongly in, that every business, every brand should be leveraging the power of AI. Why? Because if you and I aren't, other people who may not carry the same wisdom, the same heart for service that you are going to be seeping in. So let's go ahead and steward our platforms really well. So, Michael, I'm going to turn the microphone over to you today. You should have full control of the screen, and let's go.
Thank you so much, Ann. It's been a privilege to connect with you and your husband, Patrick, and to be able to put together what we have for you and to meet some of your amazing people like Marilyn that I got to meet on Wednesday. So thank you for the privilege of that. I will share my screen and just show something that I did not show on Wednesday. We'll have a couple of things that will be slightly redundant for anyone that missed Wednesday. But what I want to show you is not to impress you, but hopefully to impress upon you what the Lord has been doing in me, through me, for since 1996. 1996, well, long time before that too, but that's when I started. Not Priceless Solutions, as you mentioned there, Ann, but Priceless Possibilities, which is my training company that I started in November of 1996. And on the Who Are We page, when you come over there, just to give you a little bit about myself, to give you some confidence in that what Ann is saying is, of course, I'm sure you have 100% confidence in Ann anyway. And this will give you just a little bit of background, what I've been doing. And actually this number here, 200,000 now, is a little over $300,000 that I've invested in personal development and training and mastermind programs and so forth. And as a result of that, one of the things I was able to accomplish back in well, first of all, in the early 90s, I was one of just 10 people paid by Tony Robbins to literally travel around the world and support him at his live public seminars and workshops as a paid trainer. Tony has a lot of people who volunteer because they love to be around him. But this is a testimonial letter from Robert Simmerl, who was the then director of sales for Tony's companies called Anthony Robbins Companies. And in November 1998, so let me do my math here, a little over 26 years ago, I trained Tony's sales organization at his headquarters in La Jolla, California. So they thanked me here for an outstanding presentation on my program, How to Get Unending Referrals. And they said, even at our environment at Robbins Research, where we get to experience Tony, it's rare for us to be really impressed with another trainer. You not only impress us with your professionalism, command of your topic, but you made the event extremely fun and interactive. And last but not least, everyone but one person gave me the top review on my training, and they were able, within the very first few days, to see considerable increase in their referrals. And I'm going to show you some technology today that will make it so much easier than how I was doing it 26 years ago. So if you really want to take your business to another level, you're going to get so much out of today. So I'm glad that you attended. This is a little harder to see because it's a little smaller, but this was back in 2001. the CEO, founder of the MLMIA, that stands for the Multi-Level Marketing International Association. That's a niche I've supported for many years. Doris Wood gave me this testimonial where in this paragraph here, where hopefully you can see my mouse moving, is where they said they selected out of thousands of their worldwide members, they selected me as their 2001 Trainer of the Year because of exemplary talents, dedications, etc. But this paragraph here is also very important for you because I'm going to be talking about technology today. And I not only was selected as Trainer of the Year out of thousands of people, but I also was a featured speaker on technology for several years at their yearly conferences. So I want to just give you some confidence. Some of you probably know some of these people here. I'm not going to go into that. Russell Brunson, this is, and another 8-figure earner, Mike Filsaime, another 8-figure earner, Armin Morin. I got to hang out and learn from a lot of these people, and that's where that $300,000 of investment has come from. So I'm extremely passionate about helping people. I love people. The Lord has given me a heart for people. And when he first showed me the power of artificial intelligence and specifically how we're using it and how we can make it available for you today, you'll see why I'm so excited about it, because what I'm showing you here on the screen is an example of an AI, what we call a digital virtual team. Other people call it a bot, but I like the term digital virtual team. Ann mentioned on Wednesday, I think, I don't remember the exact number, Ann, but I think you said when you first hired a virtual assistant, it was maybe $25, $35 an hour, something like that. I mean,
$35 an hour.
$35 an hour. Okay. Today, there are people that you can hire from the Philippines or India or other places for maybe $4, $5, $7 an hour, whatever. But what we're going to show you is a solution that will work for you 24 hours a day, make you look like the superstar that you are, answer questions that your prospects and your customers have. So it's a support team. So when I say it's a digital virtual team, the digital part is the technology. The virtual is that it can be anywhere in the world. So anywhere in the world that people can access your website, you can have a digital virtual. And the last word there is team, because it's not just a support team answering frequently asked questions that people might have, but it also will help to increase your sales. So that's why I like to call it our digital virtual team. And instead of, let's look at the price for today. Let's say you get a virtual assistant for $5 an hour. Our digital virtual team can work for you for under 11 cents an hour. Huge difference, huge savings. So I'm just going to show you an example here of what this could look like on your website. We'll delve into, how you can easily control this. And by the way, we do the setup and everything for you. So don't worry about if you don't know how to spell technology, if you don't know how to spell internet, that's okay. You can do this. So here's an example of one we created for Ann. It can have whatever name you want to appear. Branding obviously is really big for Ann. So whatever colors, images you want. We can have an image or an avatar of yourself to make you stand out compared to some other chat widgets, and your name, your welcome message, etc. Now, on top of that, we can have pre-written questions, like I just clicked that one button. So I'll close this. Instead of you relying on someone coming down at the bottom here and typing in whatever question they want and hitting the submit button, which anybody can do, of course. If you have some specific questions that you want to make sure they ask, we can have a button appear right here, one click, and then someone can ask the question, hey, Ann, I know you're an expert at what you do with your 7-figure lifestyle led brand on demand challenge. Hey, what would I get with a VIP experience? So by clicking that one question, then our bot would come back and answer you. And I had this challenge on Wednesday, but it typically answers immediately. So I don't know, again, if I'm having an issue with my computer or our server. So there we go. There's the answer just came back. So I refreshed the screen. It took like 10 seconds, but I'll show you. So when the page first, let me show you what happens. When the page first loads, you can have it bobble down here in the right-hand corner or automatically open up to grab people's attention. They click here for the frequently asked question. And then, hey, Ann, what would I get with your VIP experience? And then here's the typical response. The VIP experience includes everything in the general admission plus perks, blah, 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 all of this, right? We train the bot. I'm going to show you how we do that today so that it always ends with a question so that it keeps your prospects or customers engaged. Have you considered joining the 5-day challenge as a VIP? Okay. Now, something we added last time, which you don't have to have here or not, but a lot of people do want to capture the contact information of prospects. I've gone to other sites where the first thing they do is they ask me for my contact information, and I'm really hesitant to give someone my email, my phone number, when they haven't proven to me that they're going to help me. So we can have this show up as an option, number one, so I can show you that. And number two, after however many questions our AI digital virtual team responds. So in this case, we set it up for one. I'm just going to show you if I come here and type in my information and hit the send button, it will immediately come back and thank me. Thank you for providing your information. How may I help you today? Now, again, I can come back to some questions. And since we had 4 questions originally, since we asked the question, what's included with your VIP experience, that's not there anymore. Now I can click on and say, well, how much is it? Right? Immediately comes back and it says, well, it's normally 97, but it's only 27 right now. Have you considered joining the 5-day challenge as a VIP? Now I'm going to show you, I showed this on Wednesday, but again, this recording Ann had told me, I'm going to see if I have, Google Translate over here. And let's just take the question over here in English that says, how much is your VIP experience? And in Spanish, it would be ¿Cuánto cuesta tu experiencia VIP? So I'm going to copy that apart. Pardon my lack of speaking Spanish as fluently as I'd like to. So if someone, of course, hopefully they're going to speak English to understand Ann, but if they also speak, let's say, Spanish in their native language, they can come here, type in that question and hit the submit button. So now they've asked the question in Spanish, and this works in so many languages, and this would be the response in Spanish in their native language. So that's going to make it super easy for other people. I'll show you when I come back to Google Translate and I come over here and I just paste in their answer. You'll see that in English, the same answer we had before is now available in Spanish and many other languages. Okay. I'm just going to show you a couple more questions. Why should you work with Ann McDonald? That's a typical question. You may want your prospects to have answered for you so that they get their answer immediately. Look at this. I didn't realize this because I put in my contact information. Now, instead of this saying you, it knows that I'm Michael Keith Price because that's what I put in the form. Well, I probably don't see the form yet. It removed the form, but so now it knows my name. Okay. So now you could have our AI digital virtual team selling you and your products and your services for you by telling your prospects an answer that you would want them to hear in a very empowering way that lists the benefits, right? Working with Ann means you'll be guided by an 8-figure earner, blah, blah, blah. I need to see in there, Ann, that you love the Lord. That's a huge benefit to me, right? So an 8-figure entrepreneur who loves the Lord, who knows what she's doing, married to a great guy, and yada, 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 right? And all that. And then again, another question. So last question will say, Anne had brought up this question, and we showed on Wednesday how it's super easy with if you can point, click, and type, you can easily modify what we have. But again, I'm going to show you, we set this up for you. And so before I forget that, I'm going to show you, we have a simple questionnaire. So we ask you if you can, again, answer a couple simple questions to brand yourself, because Anne's big in branding again, right? We can create an avatar for you. It can be a real image animated. So you just tell us, hey, do you want a real image? Do you want an animated image? And upload a file from there, from your computer. What are your goals? And what I mean by this avatar or image is, when I was over here, is this image over here. So if you want to have a way, again, I've seen all kinds of other, what they call chat widgets and whatever, and they don't have a way that really sets you apart. They have something that's very basic, and I'm going to show you again the flexibility. But over here, we make it super easy. And then we just want to know, hey, what are your top 3 goals? Like, hey, I want to increase sales of this. I want people to sign up for my VIP. I want to know why people should work with me, whatever. So you type that in. And then last and pretty much not least, we just ask you to give us some data sources, such as what are some links to any websites you might have, or any web pages that talk about you, any other links, videos, and frequently asked questions and their answers. So if you can answer those simple questions, which I assume as a business owner, you know what your goals are. You should have a picture or some kind of image of yourself. And even if you don't, we can create something creative for you from other images. And then, what data sources do you have, documents, website links, etc. Then we can set up what I'm showing you here. So Anne had told us on Wednesday that people might, have asked the question, is it really Anne that does the training, right? Hey, if I'm going to pay money, do I get the real deal or not, right? Yes, I personally conduct the training. I speak on the national stage and implement what, blah, 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 right? Okay. Now, again, you can come here and type any questions. So who might have a question, or Anne, maybe a question, if you would give me that, is something that people frequently ask, about you or your training, or Patrick, that might be on the website. So what our AI digital virtual team is doing, it's scouring the input, the data that we input, so that it can give personalized responses. What's a typical question that you might hear, or that you'd like people to get an answer to?
I'd love to see what this one comes up with because we've been stewarding this content. So, what niches does this work for? Let's see if we get an answer on that.
Okay. And if we don't, I'll show you the typical response that it will give, and how we would modify it. This challenge is designed for work a wide range of niches, especially for those looking to build online lifestyle LED brands. Okay. Have you considered joining the 5-day challenge? Again, remember, we're always going to end with asking a question. Now, we could go deeper in that, or ask
Let's,
a different question. Yeah. So you just give me
all
whatever you
right.
want.
Let's
We're going
try.
to be.
Will this work in real estate? So you are seeing live time what we are stewarding content on behind the scenes.
Okay, yes, this challenge is designed to work for a wide range of niches, including real estate. And then again, back to the question. Okay, now again, based on, there's a saying in computers, but it's the same thing in life: garbage in, garbage out. Whatever data we put in will be what our AI intelligence is going to research and scour to give a detailed answer. Any other questions, from anyone, whether it's Anne or Patrick, or welcome, Markel. I didn't notice you there. But is that your dog? Okay. Not half, but often I have my cat sitting on my lap. So that's a great way to work, isn't it? Any other questions we might want to just put in here, just to show you an example of what this can do?
Yeah, it's amazing. This is, I mean, Michael, I'm just kind of like, I'm literally messaging people as we're on, like, you need to be on this. I'm tagging people because
Okay.
this is a game changer. I think everybody understands that it's the power of it, but I want you to image this for a second. We are in the second week of December, and Michael's going to demonstrate something a little later that he put together for someone who has literally already purchased. And um, I don't, yeah, I was like, get in the room, get the thing
Yeah,
you're
because you
praying
know
for,
what?
right?
Yeah, what I'm going to show you actually is, let me see where I put this here, but something I initially didn't think about is, well, I'll show you here. This is in our admin area, but we created one for a gentleman that's a trainer for the home-based business industry. Name is Max Steingart. So he wanted us to create for him what we call Max GBT. And what we did, you can see a preview of what this would look like over here. But I'll show you where it's live. I don't remember if we didn't have it automatically open up. And while I'm waiting for it to do that, I'm going to come back over here and show you what Max asked us to do. And he paid us way more than what we're offering this to you for here today. And we're doing a little bit extra for him. But what he does is he teaches people who are in the home-based business industry niche how to leverage social media to build their home-based business. Well, why am I sharing this with you? If you're an expert and you have content like Ann, and I assume many others of Ann's clients, what we did is he purchased this from us. So I'll show you if someone comes here and says, yes, I want Max GBT, he's making it available to them for $19.97 a month, or an annual fee of $197, or lifetime access for $297. Well, now that we've created this for him, we actually put it inside of a private community. So it's here inside of this private community, and the only people that get access to it inside of this private community are those people that paid him. Now, we've literally generated for him over $21,000 in revenue in the first couple months, and he's just getting started. So this is something that's he's taking his content, and by leveraging our AI digital virtual team, he's now turned it into a product that he gets to keep 100% of the income. Okay. Now, I will tell you, actually, I am getting paid a percentage in addition to him paying us a lot more than what we're charging you to get this today. I'm also getting paid a percentage, so I'm sharing a lot of my expertise with him to get a lot of people that will sign up for this. So if I come back over here and show you, you'll see here's the preview. This is the avatar we made of Max. And this is the example over here, which you can see when I come over here. If I wanted to, and I'll show you how we do this. If I wanted to edit his bot now, because it's live, I'm not going to do that. So you'll see that I'll be able to edit it over here, and this is what it would look like over here. So if I wanted to just call it Max GBT 2, you'll see that here's the change over here. Okay. I'm not going to make a change to that because it is live, but whatever we do in customizing this for him is what, is seen over here. Well, that's the preview page. Sorry, I wanted to come over here inside of his private training area. So anyone can come over here and say, what scripts do you have to help me share my business? Okay, so someone would come over here, type in a question, and then it would come back and say, I've got a variety of scripts that can help you effectively share your business. One script I recommend is the closing script. It's designed to blah, 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 blah. And so he gives specific examples. So this is why at $19.97 a month, this is a ridiculous no-brainer, okay? And why he's able to get people to easily come over here and sign up for his monthly plan or annual plan or lifetime plan. And he keeps 100% of that, except I am getting a small percentage of that as a motivation for me to help him with, my 25 plus years in technology, tell him, hey, do this, don't do that, whatever, to get the most out of it. Okay. But just showing you another way that you could leverage what we have to offer so that we could easily take your expertise, your knowledge, and I'll show you how we do that. Let's come back over here. And again, we do this for you, so don't worry about this, but we have a way where we input sources. So over here, we can input content, all kinds of content, and we can upload files, type in frequently asked questions. So we would just come over here and click a button and hit a plus sign and add a question and add the answer and hit add. Very, very simple and easy. Again, we do all of that for you when we first ask you over here to simply give us some input, okay? And then on an ongoing basis, if you say, hey, I got some new frequently asked questions, or I have some new data, a new website or a new document or a new video or whatever that I would like the AI to be reviewing, then we could take that and we could easily come over here and upload a file, which we haven't even needed to do there, but under his content, we've got a huge amount of content over here that we input for him, which is what is being, the source for people to come over here and say, do you have any scripts for medical professionals? Now, I don't know if we did something for that or not, but someone can come in, type anything, and we'll see the answer. And it says, absolutely, I have scripts specifically tailored for medical professionals like yourself. Here's an example. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So I'm sure you can see, you can take this and use it again, not just like we're doing for Anne as a way to answer questions of your prospects, like why should I attend your 5-day challenge? Why should I buy your VIP experience? Why should I purchase your high ticket, 7-figure online branding offer, whatever you want to call it? But it will be your support team and it will be your sales team, both for you at literally less than 11 cents an hour. Okay. So I'm going to show you a couple things on a PowerPoint, and then show you something, Maryland, that I created for you that I'm super excited to show you. So I'm thrilled that we had the opportunity to connect on Wednesday. So how do we do this literally for less than 11 cents an hour? Okay. And I went over a few of these slides on Wednesday, but for anyone who missed Wednesday, I'm just going to hit a couple of them very, very quickly. So here's why most businesses thrive, and it's really, really simple. And the bottom line is, though, it's about solving problems. The more problems that you solve for your prospects and your clients, the more money you make. The bigger the problems that you solve for your prospects and your clients, the more money you're going to make. The more people that you solve problems for, the more money you're going to make. These are very obvious things, right? But so what problems do we solve? Or rather than tell you, I'm going to ask you a couple simple questions. Would you want to do a whole lot more, a whole lot quicker, a whole lot easier, a whole lot more effectively, and a whole lot less expensively? Okay. I don't know about you. Well, I assume that the answer to every one of those is yes, 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 because any one of those 5 would be very valuable. Would you like to be twice as productive? Would you like to be twice as effective? Would you like to get it done in half the time? Would you like to get it done in half the cost, et cetera? Any one of those 5 things are extremely valuable, but all 5 of those things are priceless, and that's pun intended. My last name is Price, and the name of my business is Priceless Possibilities. So the possibility that I'm going to show you here today of how to leverage AI is to use what we call our all-in-one AI digital virtual team. Again, other people call it a bot, so we did initially there. So what we do is we combine artificial intelligence with our chatbot so that your clients and your prospects, they get their questions solved immediately. You know, even my church, I have a meeting with the pastor at my church next Wednesday. Super excited about it. Actually, let me skip out of here and I'll just show you this in real time. I'm in Miami, so it's Miami. I got to spell it right. Miami Vineyard Community Church. Okay, so I'm going to go to our church website. So this can work for any traditional business owner, anybody in ministry, etc. So here is their current website. And as soon as it loads up, over here in the lower right-hand corner, you will see. Usually, I'm waiting for it to come. There we go. Hi there. Welcome to our website. Ask us anything. We reply as soon as possible. Well, let me tell you how they reply. They use a human being. And so I wonder if I could. No, I don't want to minimize that. So let's come back here. So I'm going to enter my message. So I did this previously on a Saturday night. I asked, what times are your services? Well, is that a question that most people who are thinking about going to a church might want to know? So I typed that in. And while I'm waiting for that, by the way, this is what I was looking for, previous messages, because am I getting a response here? No. Last time when I first asked this, I asked this question here, I wonder, on September 23rd at, let's click on it again, at 22:58. So that was 10:58 at night on a Saturday night, right? Because I'm thinking, hey, I'm looking for a church on Sunday. What time are your services? And then they responded, when I click on it, they responded the next day at 11:16. Okay, well, their first service is at 10:30, so I already missed it. The next service was at 12:15, but I only got this message an hour before. So what would it cost me if that weekend I decided, you know what? And I believe in tithing, so it's in the church's best interest if I'm interested in going there, that I go there, that they missed me, you know? And then I've asked some other questions, of which I asked this question back on October 23rd. I never got an answer. And then here I asked again on 11/25. I never got an answer. I just asked today at 12:30. Okay, I still don't have an answer. So I showed them what our AI bot can do for them, and they are thrilled. They're super excited about it. And the Lord's given me a very big vision how we not only can bless my church, but tens of thousands of missionaries and pastors, et cetera, because everybody could really benefit by having this. Okay. So let me just come back over. Where was I? Over here to my PowerPoint. And just coming back here and saying the point that I got triggered to was immediately and effectively, right? So you want to get answers for your prospects, your customers who are thinking about doing business with you when? Now, immediately, or later when they go somewhere else, right? So we've all heard, I'm sure by now, artificial intelligence and how it can automate a lot of tasks. And I'm even gonna, I'll show you something really cool. Actually, I'm going to show it. Let me finish this train of thought because I want to finish this one, but I'm going to show you how it can automate tasks and serve the kingdom, actually, as well as, of course, traditional businesses. So yes, there are lots of AI bots that automate a lot of tasks, but the real question is, how do you use it most effectively to solve your problems, right? That's what you're interested in. And so the issue and the problem is that typical AI and ChatGPT have limitations, and the limitations are, I should say, because it's more than one, they can't teach, coach, and interact with your clients and prospects the way that you can. The ability for our AI digital virtual team to act as you and coach and teach and interact with your clients like you do in person is invaluable. So how we do it is we have customized training, and it's super easy. So rather than go into the details, we clone you, and we do this, as I showed you earlier, by putting whatever name for your business, whatever image you might like, whatever welcome message you want, an avatar. We can put an image here. Then we customize your personality and your coaching style by whether you're the kind of person that likes to ask questions, give advice, or be gentle or direct or short or long or accepting or challenging, serious or lighthearted, etc. And then I already showed you in the admin area where we add your specific content. So AI is scouring your specific content so that your answers and your message and the way you want to deliver a message come through to your prospects. Okay. We got a lot of default messages. I showed you how we can capture leads. So this is where I was showing earlier. We can turn this on or off. We can request someone give us their contact information after however many messages you want. One message, two messages, three messages, etc. You get to determine that, and you get to determine the message that you want them to see. And again, we do all this for you when we initially set this up, and a thank you and so forth. But we also can sell products for you. So while you're sleeping, while you're serving others 24 hours a day, if you're like Ann and Patrick and you're traveling around the world and you're in another country or different state or whatever, you can have products that are sold inside of your AI digital virtual team. You just give it a name, a description. We upload an image. How much do you want to sell it for? When do you want people to see it? Sorry, I skipped through that, but very powerful. And then we can do a lot more in the area of social media, capturing testimonials, which we all know. Testimonials and ratings help people have confidence in you and your product and your service. We can even have people schedule appointments while you're sleeping. Again, all this for less than 11 cents an hour, rather than people not getting the answers they need, or rather than even paying a virtual assistant who maybe doesn't speak English very well, $5 an hour from another country. All right. And then once we're all done, we just copy some code, give it to you. And even if you can't do that, which is easy for anyone that has access to a webmaster, we'll show you how we can put this on a page for you. And here's 2 testimonials. And then I'm going to show you, Marilyn, something that I'm super excited about. And it's part of our bonus. We have 2 fast action bonuses for anyone that takes advantage of getting our AI digital virtual team today. So this woman here, Carla, noticed that a lot of customers were not buying from her product webinar. So what did she do? She added a custom AI chatbot to talk with those people who didn't buy, and increased her revenue $250,000 with no extra work. I like the last part, with no, it's like the Lord saying, I'm going to add blessings. What does the scripture say? I'm going to add blessings to you with no consequence, no curses, no consequences, no, I should know that. I do know the Lord has given me the ability to memorize a lot of scripture. I don't know why I forget that one, but I do believe that, like, God gives favor, right? And he's going to enable you to do a whole lot more with no extra work. Love that part. This gentleman here added 200,000 plus of additional revenue, leveraging our AI bot with his Airbnb coaching academy by converting 20 to 40% of cold leads to schedule a coaching call. Many of you know that offer a high ticket product or service or whatever, that it benefits you to get on the phone with someone. Well, answering people's questions in an empowering way, immediately, effectively, giving them a link that they can book a coaching call with you, is going to get you more people on the phone, which means you will make more money. It's not rocket science, okay? So this is our link. Don't do, Marilyn, I'm not throwing you under the bus here. She went here and purchased right away without taking advantage. So this is, by the way, all-in-one-bot.ai, without putting in, and actually you did, she had a challenge with her bank. It's not your fault. We have a discount code called and less 30. Well, that 30 stands for 30% off. 30% off our one-time, we have a one-time upfront fee, and we have a small monthly fee, which that's where the 11 cents per hour comes from, and that's the monthly fee. And I'm even going to show you today how you can totally eliminate that. Okay, so we have two fast action bonuses. I'll share what the first one is, and then I'm going to show you what I did for Maryland and why everyone should want to have the second fast action bonus. And by the way, the first fast action bonus is limited for 10 people. Okay. And what it is we have a program, a company, a marketing company I've worked with for over 6 years. They have over 10,000 video testimonials. They've got a tremendous rating with the Better Business Bureau. They offer seriously discounted, well, they have what they call vacation certificates to five-star properties valued at up to now it's actually $1,450 to be exact. Okay. You don't need to use any timeshare to get these. Once you use these, you have up to 18. They do have a minor activation fee. It's usually like, I'll show you, we have a 5-day, 5-star property in Cancun. That is, I think, $194 total, not per night, total. So it's literally like pretty close to 85% off. And if we have time, I'll explain with you how and why they do this. Okay. So here's our better than money back guarantee. And here's why this for bonus, fast action bonus number 2 is really, really valuable. So when I say this, what do I mean by this? Well, if I were to ask you the question, would you rather have a money back guarantee or a better than money back guarantee? What would you say? Only 100% of the people that I've asked this question before say, well, Michael, of course, I'd rather have a better than money back guarantee, which to me then leads this question. Well, what do you think your prospects, your clients would rather have? Do you think they would rather have a money back guarantee, or would they rather have a better than money back guarantee? Again, only 100% of them paying attention answer the question and say, well, of course, my customers would rather have a better than money back guarantee. So what is our better than money back guarantee? Our better than money back guarantee is by taking advantage, and especially with the discount we're going to give you, our AI digital virtual team will give you up to 30 days to decide if you want to keep it. If you decide you don't want to keep it, we're going to give you 100% of your money back. But what you get in the meantime is a vacation incentive valued at up to $1,450. I'm going to show you where these come. So the only way you could lose, there's no way you could lose, is if you don't try it. Okay. So we just want you to try it. We're that confident that you will love it. So there's 7 main destinations these are available for. 7 nights in Bali. It's gorgeous. 4 nights in Cabo San Lucas. 5 nights in Cancun. 4 nights in Dubai, 3 nights in Vegas, and 7 nights in Phuket. So that's bonus number 1, only available for the first 10 people. Okay. Now we always have our money back guarantee for person number 11, et cetera. So you still have 30 days. And if you're not happy for any reason, you will get 100% of your money back. Okay. I forgot to add Puerto Vallarta, so let's not leave that out. But here's fast action bonus number 2, and why, if I were in your shoes, I would take action today if you haven't already, because I know Maryland already has. So here's what fast action bonus number 2 will do. It will easily, so that's a word I love. I love ease, the easy button, right? Get your prospects and your customers to take massive action. Okay. So the more action they may take, the more money you make, right? So how do we get your prospects and your customers to take massive action? Well, imagine being able to give away unlimited incentives, like I was just showing you, at no cost. And I'll show you this live and how it works. Okay. Now you can give them away for any reason which can explode your business. So the example, Marilyn, for you, you've got a ministry in Haiti, right? And if you'd like someone to make a donation to your ministry, what you could say, and I'm going to show you how I did this, you could say, hey, make a monthly donation of $30 a month to my ministry, and I'll give you a vacation incentive valued at up to $1,450. My brother's been a missionary for over 40 years, and I've heard the stories of countless missionaries that have been on the mission field that have come back and they end up flipping burgers or serving coffee. Nothing against that. I've served coffee in my former church, flip burgers, as an act of service many, many, many times. But why am I saying that? It's like, to me, it's heartbreaking. It's heart-wrenching for someone that loves the Lord, that wants to stay on the mission field, and they come back because they don't have their financial support. Why don't they have their financial support? Many times they're uncomfortable with their hand out asking for money. Can you support me? Can you support me? Can you support me? I see Markel nodding her head. But what do they often give in exchange? Thank you. We know you're doing the Lord's work. That's great. God will bless you. But what if you could give them something in return for making a donation? Now, I have another very good pastor friend of mine. He's like, Michael, I don't feel comfortable with that. I don't want to make it like, hey, I'll give you this if you do that. I said, okay, what if someone makes a donation and after they made a donation, you say, hey, here's a vacation incentive as my way of saying thank you for supporting my ministry, keeping me on the mission field. I just want to say thank you. Here you go. Okay. So you can use these in many different fashions. If you have a traditional business, you can say, hey, instead of buying one of my widgets, buy 3 of my widgets. I'll give you this incentive. Or, hey, instead of buying my widget, buy my widget by Sunday night, and I'll give you this incentive. So there's so many different ways you can use these to motivate people to take massive action. So they take action now, or they buy more of your widgets, they make more donations, larger donations, whatever. Okay. So here's the example I'm going to show you that I created for you, Marilyn. Okay. So I'm going to minimize that. And let me see where I put this. I think I put this over here because you have what's called a parent project, right? Does this look familiar? Okay. So I'm not even going to show you how I did this, but I literally did this in less than 5 minutes. Okay. And we'll do this for you, but this can be a web page. It is a web page, and you can have it say whatever you want. So you can have this headline here, building future leaders in Haiti. You can have an image here. You can have a video there. You can have an image or a video as the background. I just did a screenshot of your website, Marilyn. And then, by the way, this of course would have your name, Marilyn, and your email, your phone number and your email. I was logged in when I created this, so automatically it puts my information there. But this is something that you will have, and you can create different versions of this very easily if you'd like to, that you can use to motivate people. So you see how here it says, hey, I'm going to give you a vacation incentive when you, and then whatever you want to type in, donate $30 per month to my project. So actually, what I'm going to do, which I didn't plan on doing, but I will show you how I created this. I'm not going to go into technology, but because I know as simple as it is, some people, they see technology and they think, I can't do that, but it's really, really simple. So what did I do? I said, I gave it a name, the Apparent Project. Okay. And then I picked an image for the background. Oh, somebody modified this, or I modified this. Let me pick this image. So I picked an image that I uploaded because you can upload images. And when you upload images, they go into a library. So I picked this image as the background. So there's the image for the background. I think one of my designers was testing it. And then I put in a headline here in step 3. So this is here. So I could say building future leaders for, for the next generation in Haiti. Whatever I want to type in, you'll see a preview of what it's going to do over here. Okay. And then what content you want for the content area. We call this the content area. And I took another image off your website. And so you can upload documents. So I uploaded this image and I just picked this image right here. Okay. So I put that image on there. And then do you want to capture people's contact information? Yes, I do. And I'm going to click continue. Yeah, it looks like my designers modified this. And then do you want to give away an incentive? So then you're prompted for what incentive do you want to give away? Well, I want to give away a vacation incentive. And then what's the requirement? So what I had said, I wonder, like, what did I say over here? I said, donate $30 per month to a parent project. Or what might be another thing, Marilyn, did you want them to do? Or let's say you want to make a $200 donation, donate $200 to a parent project one time, whatever. Okay. So whatever you type in over here, you'll see it right here on the page. Okay. And then whatever I type in here, I could say, thanks for donating 200 to a parent project. I'm going to show you where you'll see this in an email, and then I click on continue. And then I have the ability to control the text over here, learn more now, and say donate now. Whatever I type in over here, you see over here. So we have a tutorial for this. And again, I'm doing this for you. And then after someone makes, selects a donation and enters their name and so forth, which I'm going to show you in real time, then we can redirect them anywhere you want. Well, guess where I'm going to redirect them? I'm going to redirect them this web page. I'm pretty positive if I did this correctly, is to your donate page, correct? So what do I want to do? I want to take them right to the donate page. Okay, so I'm going to come back over here. I did that. Then we gave it a little link, so I know I'm giving a lot. And then we even have the ability with our system where people can create, these are called funnels, because you can redirect someone in step 8 wherever you want them to go. And then you have the ability, you can share this with other people if you want. And then you can even put our AI digital virtual team or bot on that page if you want. So right now I said no, but if I wanted to say yes, we would just copy and paste some code in there. So I'm going to generate this. And I'm pretty sure, where's the one for Haiti? Yeah, here's the page. Okay, so let me show you how this works. So this is what I was just showing you. So first of all, I don't want to get too far into the weeds or whatever, but any comments, thoughts so far?
Can you just keep going, Michael? This is fabulous.
Okay, thanks. All right, yeah, because I love this. So here, let's say, Marilyn, you want someone to donate. So remember, I said donate $200, right? You want people to donate, but you're saying, hey, let's, building future leaders for the next generation. Well, how would they would come over here and pick a destination. So would you pick a destination, Marilyn, please?
Marilyn, you'll need to unmute.
Cancun.
Cancun, thank you very much. So we're gonna pick Cancun. I'm gonna type, or Marilyn, why don't you give me the first name of someone you know?
Pam.
Pam. So let's pick Pam, and actually I'll use my email address and phone, so don't worry about that. But what's her last name, if you don't mind?
Thompson.
So TH or TO?
THOMP.
Thompson, there we go. All right, so I'm going to use an email address. I'm going to use one that's similar to my real one, but you'll see how this works. Today's 12/13. I'm going to put in a different phone number, 818-02, well, this is 200-9999. And now I click donate now. Okay. Now, when I click that donate now button, where am I going to go? I'm going to go immediately to Ann's donation page. Now, how powerful would that be? Okay. So we started off by having someone over here, offering them whatever you want to value. Okay. A vacation incentive if they donate $200 to your project. Now, let me show you how this works. So I'm going to go to my email over here and click on my inbox. It's loading. So I get two emails. One, because I pretended I was Pam. So this is the email that the prospect, Pam, would receive. So immediately, Pam will get an email and it says, hi, Pam, your Cancun. Why does it say Cancun? That's what we picked. Your Cancun vacation certificate will be delivered to you soon. You simply need to do what? You need to complete the following required specified by. Now, the specified by, when we set you up, Marilyn, you're going to have a login. So it will immediately put your name there, not my name. And down here, we'll have your name, your phone number, and your email address. So this is the motivation. It's just like you tell your children when they were little. I've got 3 teenagers now, but when they were little, hey, would you like ice cream? Oh, sure, Dad, I would love ice cream. Well, if you want ice cream, pick up your clothes off the floor. Okay, so that's the requirement. So we're offering someone, quote, ice cream, right? Which is the Cancun vacation certificate, which is worth way more than ice cream, in exchange for doing what? A requirement, whatever requirement we want them to do that we typed in. I said, donate $200 to a parent project, and that immediately shows up here. So this is the picking up your clothes off the floor, right? And then, hey, if you have any questions about it, this would have, again, Marilyn, your name, your phone, and your email, okay? Now, in addition to, well, how valuable would that be, right? To immediately have our system do this automatically for you. You're sleeping, right? Now, you would get, Marilyn, when you're using our system, which again, you're going to get at no cost as a bonus because you took action on Wednesday and you purchased our AI digital virtual team, and you immediately, so this would be Marilyn, Pam requested a Cancun vacation certificate. How valuable would it be for you to immediately know that Pam Thompson wants to go to Cancun and here's her contact information? Okay. But that's not all. Okay, I'm sure you know that's valuable. Let's come back over here. Let's see, I got to find the right page again, and it would be where I was over here. But I'm going to come back to our system now, and I'm going to look at what we call the leads. So here is where you're going to see Pam Thompson's contact information. So not only will you get an email immediately, all right, but you'll see Pam's information in here. And what you'll also see is that this red button here says not earned. What does that mean? That means we want Pam to donate $200 to a parent project in exchange for giving her the vacation certificate to Cancun. Now, our system doesn't know when she does that, but guess who's going to know that? Marilyn's going to know that. So let's say Pam contacts Marilyn and says, hey, Pam, I love what you're, Marilyn, I love what you're doing. I really like to go to Cancun. How do I send you the $200? Well, hey, go to my donation page, which you actually should have already been sent to, and make that donation. Now, once Pam makes that donation and Marilyn knows that she made the donation, what would Marilyn do? Marilyn would come over here, and with one click, she would turn that red button from not earned to earned. What does that mean? That means Marilyn is telling our system, hey, Pam met the requirement. whatever requirement Pam wanted, which in this example was to donate $200 to a parent project. Now, once Marilyn clicks that button, then what's going to happen? Immediately, while immediately for, okay, let me get my mouse over here. Immediately for Maryland, our system is going to send the complimentary Cancun vacation to Pam for Maryland, just because Maryland clicked that red button and turned it green. So I pretended that I'm Pam. So, my email address, I put in a fake one, but it does come to my real Gmail address. So I don't need to get into the details of that, but Pam would get this email that says your complimentary Cancun vacation. Hi, Pam Thompson. Thanks for donating $200 to a parent project. Isn't it nice to have that right up front? Well, where'd that come from? Thanks for donating $200 to a parent project. That comes from over here where we created this. And I'm going to come back over here. And on the over here on the Give Incentive page, this is where I typed in, thanks for donating $200 to a parent project. So whatever I type in over there is what Pam's going to receive automatically in the email. Guys, this took us 11 months. Nobody's doing this. Okay. Again, we're working with the marketing company that provides these vacation incentives, and I'll show you a little bit more about them. But nobody's doing what we're doing. It took us about 11 months, and many nights I stayed up till 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, sometimes literally 7 o'clock in the morning, working with programmers, testing this to make everything work that we do for you. So all you need to do is point, click, and type to set this up, which I set up in a matter of minutes. And again, we have a tutorial for this. But when Pam gets this, in order for Pam to get the Cancun vacation incentive, all she needs to do is click here to activate it. Now, what does activate it mean? Activation is required within 7 days. It doesn't mean she needs to travel within 7 days, because once Pam activates it, she has 18 months to use it. Now, this is a 5-night, 5-star Cancun vacation. And you'll see the images here. So she can scroll through these and go, wow, would I like to be there? Yeah, well, what's required to activate it? It's valued, your complimentary hotel stay is valued at up to $1,294, up to 4 people. And in order to activate it, you click on this Activate Now button, and it will show you that you will get 6 days, 5 nights, valued at US $1,294. And all hotel operators are highly rated on TripAdvisor. You can easily book. They got an 800 number to book this. And here's the one-time fee to do that. 5 nights accommodations, total taxes and fees is $194.75. So literally less than $40 a night to stay in a 5-star property. Now, why do these resorts do this, even though there's no timeshare required? Some of them may offer a timeshare and say, hey, would you like to, as an option, attend a timeshare, and we'll give you dinner for 2, valued at $150. No, I don't think so. Well, I'll tell you what if we give you dinner for 2 and we throw in an hour of jet skis for 2, valued at $85 an hour each, or another $170. And maybe someone wants to take the timeshare. That is optional. Maybe they don't. Why else would a hotel property want someone there for $194.75? Well, I just mentioned one reason why is most people eat, right? So if you're in Cancun for 6 days and 5 nights, are you going to eat? Well, unless you're, led by the Lord to fast for 5 days and 5 nights, you're probably going to eat. And most of these beautiful properties have restaurants on site. So if you decide to eat there, they're going to make money. What if you want to go jet ski or whatever water sports? They're going to make money. What if you want to go to the spa and have a massage or a facial or whatever? They're going to make money. What if you want to go to their gift shop and buy gifts for your loved ones? They're going to make money. What if you decide you're having such a great time? You're going to be like Ann and Patrick. I think you said you went to Greece for a month. And instead of staying for 5 nights, you say, I want to stay another couple nights. They're going to make money. What if you're like 99% of the people who have a cell phone and you decide to take a lot of pictures and post them all over social media? What does that do for that resort? That gives them free advertising. So instead of their room being empty, where they have no money coming in, and they have expenses to keep that room air conditioned, et cetera, and cleaned by the wait staff, et cetera, they are now making money. So that's how this works. Okay. So again, just to get back to what we did here for for Maryland as a bonus is we're going to give you the ability to be able to come over here and not just create one of these, but you can create many of these pages that I just created, where one of the options, when I created this one right here, is you could say, hey, do I want to give an incentive? Yes or no? Maybe you don't. Maybe someone already made a donation. And again, well, you can do it, sorry, this way. And you don't have to have a requirement over here. Step C is a requirement. So if you don't have that requirement, you can just remove that. Okay, so there's no requirement if you leave it blank. But if you want to have a requirement, donate $20 per month, $200 one time, whatever you want it to be, that's your requirement. I point, click, and type. Oh, I gotta pick which incentive type because I said no, and save it. And that's that. So let me open it up just for feedback, questions, thoughts about what you just saw. And then I want to summarize our bonus and why, if you want your business to go to a whole nother level. I see Marilyn smiling. So Marilyn, do you want to comment?
Well, I started crying, actually. It was like, this is absolutely amazing. And I this is where I really wanted to start after I saw what you had to say yesterday, because I already have everything there and I could learn how to do it and actually get some more money coming in because we really do need it. It's like I'm like overwhelmed. This
Thank you. I'm choking back to tears because like I said, my brother's been a missionary for over 40 years, 20 of them with Youth with a Mission, 20 of those years with Mercy Ships. I've seen videos that he's given me of the mothers usually, but fathers too, in Africa as an example. He lived over there for 4 years, walking countless miles with their baby on their back, standing in line, many of them for days, hoping that they're one out of hundreds that are chosen to go on board Mercy Ships where they would get life-saving or life-changing free operations and the ability to change lives because of technology, just as a resource, just obviously touches me deeply. So I love what you're doing, even though I don't know much about it. He's been to Haiti 4 times that I know of.
I can't wait to get started. I don't know how I get started or what do I do, but it's like, oh my gosh, it's weird.
We will virtually hold your hand and make sure it's super easy.
Thank you so much. And the fact that you actually used my website is like to see what can be done and I don't have to change anything. I was going to ask you, so do you with your little widget thing, does that eliminate different like email? Do you have to have different emails? Like I have Constant Contact, I have a donor site, I have this, I have that. Does this eliminate some of that or what?
The only thing that we don't have yet, and we are literally working on this behind the scenes, is adding the email component to this. So that you would be able, as an example, to replace your constant contact if you wanted to, but I'm not even going to go there for now. But
Right.
so the only thing that we don't have integrated yet is an automation where, but if for you, something we could do is if you have a specific message that you want that automatically is sent to someone
Mhm.
when they request a vacation incentive, we already have a default message, as I showed you, that goes to them, but
Mhm.
we could add another one that we could just do. We do a lot of things behind the scenes, and we could do that so it's all automated for you. So I want to see you do what you do in much bigger ways. So
Oh,
happy to serve.
thank you so much. Oh, one more question. What about ClickFunnels? Do you have to have ClickFunnels or you have funnels in the whole thing already?
This is, so I don't know what you're using ClickFunnels for. I would never say anything negative about Russell. I used to live in Boise, Idaho, where Russell lived. I've been to many of Russell's live
Yeah,
events.
yeah.
And he's done amazing with
Mhm.
ClickFunnels. So ClickFunnels can do things that we can't do. This is also, though, a funnel system.
Okay,
So that, and the reason why I call it a funnel's typically an opt-in page that directs someone to a sales page.
right,
Okay. And why I love the incentive. So we have other incentives besides the vacation. So we have travel cards. I used one of those not that long ago to go stay at a very nice hotel on the beach and saved hundreds of dollars. So we have travel cards. We have dining cards. People eat. Now the dining cards, there is a minor fee if you want to use those. So either you pay that minor fee or your client would pay that fee. But there's other incentives besides the vacations that you
yeah,
could offer to people. But what I like about about our system and why we built it the way we did is that giving someone an incentive to enter their contact information, they call, and I don't like this word at all, but they call it an ethical bribe. Okay, I don't like the word bribe, but really, when you go to the first page of a funnel, it's designed to get people to give you their contact information. Once you have their name, their email, and their phone number, you can follow up with them forever
right.
and keep telling them about what you're doing now and you're building a well and hey, we're building a school and we're doing this and the Lord led us to do that. Could you help us here? You could always stay in touch with them, like through how you're doing with constant contact. But our way of getting people to enter their contact information by giving them something valuable, I've found gets a lot more people to enter their contact information.
Yeah, yeah. So it looks to me like it would simplify, like you wouldn't have to have as many other programs running. If you do a lot of
Correct.
work, we already have a website. Eh, Okay, that would be
Yes.
amazing.
So that we'll leave that up to you. We'll educate you on what we can do. We're not here to try and, it's a big, big world. We're not here to try and take anything away from ClickFunnels. If you love ClickFunnels and it does what you're happy with, keep using it. We use a service called Go High Level, because it has a lot of automations that we use and leverage for our clients. So there's different services that we use, other services and other tools all the time.
Okay, well, thank you.
Okay,
Yes.
you're welcome. My pleasure. Anybody else questions or comments? Do you have a
Well,
question about something you saw? I love that look on your face there. We should have a picture of that where you're like, ah.
yeah. One of the things I want to do is I just want to celebrate kind of where we've come so far on this call. So, wherever you are, if you're on the live stream, if you're watching the replay, if you just heard Marilyn, can we give it up for Marilyn and for Michael? Just kind of to put a pin in this right now. I first heard this from one of my mentors, but what gets celebrated gets replicated. And I think that there is an awareness that we just saw Marilyn have from what Michael has brought. And how many of you have ever heard the phrase sales is service? you ever heard that phrase? Just go ahead and write that in the chat for me. Sales is service. I don't really have any other comments except this has been an incredible game changer in my awareness of what's possible. It's can somebody write that in the chat? Awareness of what's possible. And as you can probably tell, I'm not a spring chicken. So what Michael has brought to us so far is what used to take us hundreds of hours of training teams, thousands, tens of thousands of dollars now is able to be leveraged with AI. So I'll turn it over to other people. I'm just like messaging people. I'm like sharing the link. I'm like, don't miss this. And yeah, so that's what I wanted to say. Thank you so far, Michael. Keep going. And yeah, keep going. And hop on the
Yeah,
link today. Yeah, friends.
yeah, actually, Markel posted, she was on the call earlier, but she had to go. And she just posted, she said, sorry, I gotta go, but I already purchased. So that's congratulations for Markel. And let me share my screen again and show you what this bonus, like I just talked about. So where was I? Okay, I was right over here where I said, here's the example that I created for Maryland. So we just saw that. So thank you so much for your reaction. That made it all worthwhile. I literally was able to do that in like 5 minutes, by the way. So just, that's the power of what we have. It's simple once you know how to do it, but we'll do things for you to help you. So this second bonus, when I did the Zoom on Wednesday, which was the first time we showed this, we set this up to only be available for 5 people. Now there are 2 people, Marilyn, who was just, I just showed you this for, and Jill Dinko, who was on the call on Wednesday, who purchased this on Wednesday, and we just had Markel. So that's 3 right there. Now, so this says as of when I created the slide, there's 3 left. Now there are only 2 left. But what Ann told me is she's going to be sending this recording to 20,000 people, but she wants her inner circle, her VIP people to be able to look at this first so that you guys can take advantage of this bonus. But because of that, she also had told me she expected at least 7 people that would purchase by today. So I didn't want person number 6 or person number 7 or however many people it ends up to be to miss out on bonus number 2, because to me, bonus number 2, actually people can buy bonus number 2 separately, and we charge $49.97 a month or $50 a month for that. But why pay for it when you can get it at no charge, right? So because Ann told me that she expects at least 7 people to purchase by today, that's the 3 that are already purchased and whoever else, not sure. What we're going to do is we're going to allow anyone who purchases by the end of today to get bonus number 2. So whether it's 7 people or 6 people or 12 people, whatever the number is, we're going to allow them to get bonus number 2. But that is only for people that purchase today. So I believe in urgency and I hate hype. This is very real. If you purchase by tomorrow and your number whatever, but I'm sure we'll have at least 5 today. Very confident in what Ann says. Hey, she thinks at least 7. Then you will not get bonus number 2 unless you want to pay the $50 a month for it. But again, why do that, right? But here's something, if you remember what I showed you at the beginning, one of the very first things I showed you, that I trained Tony Robbins' organization, his sales organization, on my referral program. It's called How to Get Unending Referrals. So I believe in referrals. And one of the foundations of my referral program is, people that I don't know. But I don't want to ask you to do something without giving you something in return. It's so much easier to get referrals when I compensate you. Now, I don't financially compensate you, but here's what we can do for you. So if you miss the bonuses, so if someone's watching this recording after the fact, okay, and it's after today and bonus number 2 is gone, and you refer one person that purchases our AI digital virtual team, then I'm going to allow you to pick one of the bonuses. Okay, so bonus number 1 or bonus number 2. Again, bonus number 1 is for the first 10 people. So if you already got bonus number 1, you could get bonus number 2, which to me, bonus number 2 is really invaluable. Okay, it's a steal for people that pay $50 a month to get it. Okay, now with 2 referrals, you can get both bonuses. Okay, so those are for the people that missed the bonuses. Well, what about the people like Marilyn who got the bonuses? Or Jill who purchased this on Wednesday, or Mark, I forgot her name, Markey or Mark, forgive me.
Markel.
Markel, there we go. I've never heard that name before. I like that. Markel, who just purchased it. So what if you're one of the people who got the bonuses? Well, I still want to motivate you to refer some people. So if you refer one person, then I'm going to reduce your monthly fee in half. If you refer 2 people, then I'm going to totally reduce your monthly fee. So people like yourself, Marilyn, you know, hey, you've already purchased this, the upfront fee, and I'll go over the exact fees and show you this in just one moment. But why pay a monthly fee for the rest of the time you want to use it? And to me, be foolish to stop using this at any time. It's just like I paid my internet bill forever. I pay my T-Mobile bill forever. Why? Because they're tools that help my business and my personal life, right? So this is a tool that you will want to use literally forever. So here's how you get started. This the word is allinonebot.ai, but again, please wait until you get this discount coupon code, which does expire after Sunday night. So as of Monday morning to December the 16th, it will not work. So please, if you're watching the replay, even if you missed the 2 fast action bonuses and it's Saturday when you're watching this or Sunday, do not wait till Monday. Take advantage of this coupon code and I'll show you how it works. It's ANLESS30, again, by going to allinonebot.ai. I'm actually going to click on it. So I'll go right to our page. This is our page that tells you all about it. You can click this pop-up, which has a video. So I'm going to close the little X. You can click on the pricing tab and it takes you to our pricing tab. And we have a done for you setup. So again, we do all this for you. It's a one-time upfront fee of $997 and a monthly maintenance where we're continuing the ongoing and upgraded improvement of our AI bot technology and everything it does, and to do things for you as well. If you call us and contact us and say, I've got some new content, whatever. But rather than paying the $997, the full price upfront, and the $99 per month, when you click the Get Started button, you're going to come over to our purchase page, our shopping cart, I should say, purchase page. And over here is where the coupon code goes. Okay, so here's where you would type in ANN, less, because we want less when it comes to, you know, paying for this, right? Less 30. So when you type that in, you do need to click this apply button. And when you do that, what you'll see is you will get a 30% discount off the upfront fee. So instead of $997, you'll see that you'll save yourself $299, just over $299. But also the monthly fee, which does not start for 30 days. That gives us 30 days to contact you. And by the way, in that email that I sent you, Marilyn, I said, hey, let's see when we can schedule a time, ideally, possibly this afternoon or tomorrow, and start getting me some information on your websites and things like that. And we will literally start working on your bot tomorrow. But even if we're done, you know, Monday, Tuesday, whenever, we're not going to, you're not going to have that monthly fee, which that's reduced 30% as well to $69.30 for 30 days. Okay. And again, it's this monthly fee like for people like Marilyn and Jill and Markel, the people that have already purchased, that as I was showing, if I minimize this here and go back and say, hey, by referring one person, we're going to cut that $69 in half, save you $35 a month forever. And with 2 referrals, we'll waive it completely. So we're here to help you. I greatly appreciate you and Patrick putting this together, and everyone that showed up, and anything that I can do to serve, just let me know. Any closing questions or comments, happy to do that as well.
Michael, I just want to say, can we give it up for Michael on this? Can we just, how many of you have ever been in a place where you are stepping into the next level of your business, of your brand, of the call that God put on your life? Let me know, just give me a 1 or a yes in the chat if you've ever been in that place. When I was coming up in the world in the interior design realm, sales was kind of an icky word in the realms that I was navigating. And what I have discovered is sales is one of the most beautiful transferences of energy that we can be called to bring to the marketplace. It literally provides the opportunity for our clients, Lisa, Marilyn, Patrick, Michael, whoever else is watching, Markel, Jill, Dustin, Melissa. It brings the awareness for people to see what was once impossible for them to see. And whether you use the incentives or not, whether you use the bot for lead generation, helping sales, being a customer service agent, the ability to leverage technology as an act of service. Can someone write in the chat, act of service? Leveraging the power of technology as an act of service. That's the thing that you and I are called to steward. It's like the 5 talents, right? It's the parable of the talents. It's like, before Jesus returned back and sent the Holy Spirit, it was 1 to 1 to 1 to 1. But then you bring along Holy Spirit, day of Pentecost, and now it's 1 to many. And that's literally what Michael has brought us an opportunity to steward in this hour. So I've got my closing statement all the time, but Michael, I want to toss it back to you. What else do you want to share to encourage people to take advantage of this opportunity today for the fast action bonuses? Certainly no later than Sunday for the Ann Less 30 coupon. We'll be sending out emails. We'll be making sure that our 20,000, followers, our 20,000 engaged Facebook page fans have access to this. But if you're seeing this right now, that's because somewhere on some level, this is the next step that you need. Don't neglect this moment. I'll pass it back to you, Michael.
Sure. Thank you very much. And Lisa, I don't know if I understood correctly, but you said, because you said something about a web page in the chat, but what I will say, oh, okay, you said you don't have a web page yet, okay, for what you're doing. But what I will say is this, if you're waiting till you have a web page, so that you could put this on there, we could put this on a page, just like I built that page for Maryland. We could build a page that's really simple for you and have the bot on there answering questions right away. Now, if you want to take advantage of the 30% discount rather than waiting till Monday or whenever, what we also could do is delay the monthly until you are ready and you do want this on a page. But I wouldn't, if it were me, I wouldn't want to lose the $300 savings. I wouldn't want to lose the $30 per month by saying, well, hey, I don't have that yet, because we can easily create a page for you. Like the page I just showed Marilyn, I created in 5 minutes. Okay. So we can have a beautiful image. and for your web page and then have the bot answering questions about you and your service and what you do until you are ready. So does that hopefully help you or answer you? Okay, I just see you said that would be awesome. So anyway, for anybody else, it's not a question of if. So this is like, I had an image I showed on Wednesday about the internet. There were a lot of people when the internet first came out and they questioned, hey, is this gonna work? Is it gonna stick around and last? Well, the internet is here to stay forever, right? Unless there's something better that comes along. Same thing with cell phones. As I mentioned earlier, I've got 3 teenagers. I didn't have a cell phone when I was a kid. We had to go in the kitchen and pick up that phone that had a long cord, next to it. Well, now everybody has a cell phone and you can go pretty much almost anywhere in the world and get reception and be able to talk. Well, the same thing with AI. I'm just seeing it being such a huge game changer. They're predicting by the end of this year, at the beginning of this year, there were literally only about 3% of the businesses using AI like they are, like what I showed you. They're predicting that by the end of next year, it might be 40%, 50%. So if you don't have this, it's going to be like one of the top marketers I showed. I don't know if you caught it or not, but it's a gentleman by the name of Frank Kern. And back in 2009, he did what he called the State of the Internet address, just like presidents usually do what they call State of the Union address. Well, what Frank Kern did in 2009 was he did what he called the State of the Internet address. And what did he mention on that? And why am I bringing this up? He mentioned that from 2010 to 2020, the biggest opportunity would be for those back in 2000. I'll go back 9 years before that. Back in 2000, very few businesses, maybe 50%, let's say 50% of businesses had a website. So their website, though, was what I like to call a brochure website, meaning here's who we are, here's what we do, here's how you can contact us, here's the products we sell, pretty much, right? But they did a very poor job, and this is what Frank Kern was saying in 2009, and then I'm going to fast forward it to today and share what I mean by AI, what AI can do for you. What Frank was saying in 2009 was the biggest opportunity that he felt for the next decade from 2010 to 2020 would be for traditional business owners to have a website that's a marketing website, meaning it motivates and captures the contact information of people going there, so it could automate following up with them, so that now you have their name, their email, their phone number. You can follow up with them like Marilyn was talking about. Hey, I got constant contact and now I have people's info. Now I can communicate with them. Well, what I see for the next 3 years is a huge game changer for AI, because within 1 year, it's going to go from approximately 3% at the beginning of this year till next year, maybe about 40%. And then in the next year or two after that, it's going to skyrocket up there. So if you don't have AI working for you 24/7, answering your prospects' questions and so forth, just like I showed my church's website, they have a chat bot on there, but it doesn't answer questions for maybe 24 hours. You're going to lose business, period. You're not going to have the branding that Ann knows branding is so important. You're not going to be branded as someone that's a serious business owner, and you're going to be leaving a lot of money on the table. So speaking of leaving money on the table, don't wait till Monday. That's my I would beg you for your sake, don't lose money by waiting and paying more when you by Sunday night can get this for 30% off, both the upfront fee and the monthly fee. And as well, by today, hopefully you're watching this, if you're watching a replay on Friday and taking advantage of it today, Friday, so you get bonus number 2 and you don't miss that. You'll actually get both fast action bonuses, but bonus number 2 to me is the ability to give away incentives to motivate people to give you their contact information, to buy your widgets, to buy your widgets now, to donate to your ministry. Whatever you're doing will definitely increase your bottom line considerably. So don't wait a day and miss out on that, or pay $50 a month to get it, because you can still get it from us later, but why pay when you don't have to? So that's it for me. Thank you so much. I don't know, Lisa, if I answered your question. Oh, okay. I saw you said you're driving. What's the link? You can get the link, but make sure you use that coupon code ANN, less, LESS 30, which stands for the 30% discount. So thank you for asking the question and showing up, Lisa, and God bless everyone else. And back to you for any last comments, Lisa, Ann, or Patrick. We haven't heard from Patrick yet.
Patrick's mic is off today. Let me go ahead
Oh,
and add a spotlight. He's going to come sit over with me. All right.
okay. Oh, okay. So we do
Awesome.
get to hear from Patrick.
Yep. All right, go for it.
So yeah, I got a new computer and I just, for some reason, they didn't include the mic. So I got to sort that out. I am so impressed. And this is, as somebody who I wouldn't say, I'm generally decent with tech, but I'm a little tech resistant sometimes to the new thing. And you would ask, I think last time, what was an aha? This is something that I know is doable. In other words, it's easy to use. This is a user-friendly interface. You're a user-friendly provider. And I mean, the whole demeanor, the whole vibe, if you'll forgive the term, of this last 2 days of how you've approached describing it, and then the bonuses that you offer. I mean, I think it's an overwhelmingly compelling offer. And for anybody who wants to build, I mean, for you to offer to Lisa to help her, get a website up so you can attach this is amazing. I just think, I'm completely sold, and I'm sold on the product, and I'm sold on you. So thank you. And, I just look forward to continuing to build together.
Thank you. I appreciate you and your comments, and look forward to how I can serve you guys and your community in the future.
Awesome. All right. Well, friends, you know how we end this out. Remember, in the book of Ephesians, God literally says you're seated in heavenly places. You are literally designed by God to be able to leverage the creation. Think about that for a minute. The universe, the creation, is your playground. The living creatures that God has literally set in motion. This is your playground. This is your calling, and this is your playground. Every computer screen, every tablet, every platform, every city, every state, every nation is an opportunity for you to share the breakthrough that God has given to you in whatever realm that is: real estate, design, decorating, cooking, coaching, consulting, mentoring, sports, business, whatever it is. You bring a piece that nobody else brings. So today, as long as it is called today, remember that. Remember that and take that action today. All right. Thank you, friends. Let's give it up one more time for Michael and the team. Let me just go ahead and I'll put it back on. There we go. Let me find the spotlight, and let me spotlight you, Michael. Can you just, right? Thank
I
you.
want to give a shout out to Lisa, who just posted and said, I'm all in, done.
Come
So
on.
congratulations, Lisa. And if you don't mind, I'll share. It's the same verse as Wednesday, but what a phenomenal verse since you mentioned Ephesians. One of my favorite verses. It's on my doormat right outside my front door, because I want everyone seeing it when they walk in, and that's Ephesians 3:20. I getting emotional already because I love God's word and what he says in Ephesians 3:20. It starts out by saying, to him, who? Jesus Christ, who is able. He's obviously extremely able to do what? How much? Abundantly more than all, not a little bit or some, but all that we could ever, not today or in my last year or my lifetime so far, but ever ask or imagine. Now, I've asked for a lot of things, some things I haven't, but I've had imagination for a lot of things. But God's telling us in His Word that He wants to do abundantly, exceedingly, and abundantly more than all you could ever ask or imagine. I'm passionate about this technology because it can do exceedingly and abundantly more than I could do without it. But it's at the end of that verse says, but it's for God's glory. So it's for His glory that you have favor, that you succeed, that you thrive. Not that you're not just alive, but you thrive. So I'm really touched to meet you, Ann and Patrick, and the few people I've had the pleasure of meeting so far. But I know that between God's word and the technology, that He's created, that we can do exceedingly and abundantly more. So I look forward to getting to know some of you, many of you, and thank you for the privilege of being on this call. God bless you.